Hey guys, so today we're going to be reviewing the brand new Adventure Force Nexus Pro X. Now this gun is a pump action spring powered magazine fed short dart blaster that actually reaches 200 FPS. And so, starting out with the front, there is not an end-strike barrel lock. However, you can actually put on these barrels right here. This one has wheels, and this is a Pcar. This Pcar actually will increase the accuracy and maybe even the range, but it cannot store it up here. But you can store it with this adapter to store the Pcar. And then we have the Scar barrel that reduces the range. Put that in there. I think I'm going to keep that as my primary barrel because this thing is actually hard to climb. Now down to the trigger. It's pretty simple, but unlike the original Nexus Pro, it's got slam fire. But before we get into that, we also got safety. When you push this part in, it's fire. When you push the other side in, it's locked. And up top, we also got a Picatinny style rail. It's not meant for Nerf attachments. I tried, but it didn't work. We also got a custom iron sight, as well as a cool scope that actually has pretty good lenses. I mean, it doesn't have a lens, but it has a printed dot that you can actually see to aim at their enemies. And this gun actually hurts. I shot myself with this thing on the back, and it actually hurts. Anyway, now down to the mag release. This is a pretty standard mag release, but this is no ordinary one. You can actually release it with this, or you can use this one and pull it back, and that's how you release it. It's funny how you pull this back and it actually releases, but I guess it's meant to like pull this back so that this goes in like that. And that came with 2 mags. And now these mags are basically like worker talons. They're meant for short darts. Although they're not worker talons, you can actually put in talon mags in this blaster. Not only that, but there's also Picatinny style rails on both sides. And now down to the grip. This grip is actually comfortable. I like it. And for the angled grip, it's actually comfortable, but if you unscrew it, the screws are here. There's also a Picatinny style rail underneath. So you can actually put in other grips, like worker grips, like a worker angled grip. Now down to the stock. This is a pretty standard stock. Just like the original Nexus Pro, you can take it off or put it on. And if you want to send it all the way but without taking it off, you just press it a little bit. Just go easy, like that. And it's a bit harder to kind of a little bit hard to get off, but you'll get used to it. And in the rear here you pull this button back, and then you release this up, and the blaster, it also comes with an extra O-ring to put inside the gun. And I like the stock. It's actually kind of comfortable, because I like storing it. And back here, you can actually replace the spring. It's actually a spring here. You unscrew that, turn it, take out this, and then there's a big spring. And Dart Zone actually has their own springs. It has a weak powered one and a high powered one. Once I get my springs, I'm gonna put the weak powered one inside, because here it may seem easy to prime, but for me, it's actually kind of sore in my arm. after a few primes, it kind of sores me. But so that's why I'm gonna add a new a weaker spring. And when you get those if you get those springs, you also get spacers to increase the range. But anyways, overall, the ergo is actually pretty good. Now, let's get on to the firing test. Okay guys, so we're at the firing range, and well, I forgot to mention that you can load the mag in without actually priming the blaster. So, I'm gonna shoot off 4 shots without the barrel, 4 shots with the Pcar, and then 4 shots with the Pcar. So let's do it. Okay, that's without the barrel. Now it's Pcar barrel. Okay, that's 4 shots with the Pcar. Now, time for the Pcar. And it looks like a rock. Now time for slam fire. Yeah. Oof. My arm's kind of sore, but good firing test. Now, the firing test was pretty awesome. It was, to me, it was just awesome. And like, so when slam firing it, I was kind of getting really, I was actually getting really tired, and oof, my arm. My elbow doesn't feel that great anymore. I think that this blaster is actually a pretty good blaster, especially when you use the weak spring and a spacer. Just one spacer though, not multiple. But yeah, this blaster is pretty good. But I'm also gonna replace the this grip with the more comfortable vertical grip, and I'm just gonna use the Pcar as the main barrel for me, because so it can reduce range. But I like this blaster. I totally recommend it. Now, who do I recommend it for? Now, if you're like someone who wants to get into the hobby, this wouldn't be a good idea. I would say get like a top prime, like one of the Nerf blasters, like the Recon Mark II, or the Recon Mark III, or even the maybe like a Adventure for some, or maybe you could buy like a Flywheeler, or you could just go on eBay and find an old Alpha Trooper or an original Nexus Pro. But yeah, would I recommend this? Absolutely. I like the aesthetics. I love the ergonomics. It felt really comfortable. And I like the stock. It actually extends, and it's even got storage. I like the scope. It's actually pretty cool. I like the grip is pretty comfortable, but I'm gonna replace it with a vertical grip to more priming action. But otherwise, it's actually a good blaster. And one thing that I don't think anyone did was, since this is long, you can actually do this. Did you catch that? Let's try again. You could do an AK reload, which is pretty cool. This is Talon, the Nerf and Cars Fan TV. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys. Take care.